Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Whoa. Yes, indeed, people, we are live, rock and roll. Let me just do some quick first aid to get this up and running, and we are there. You beauty, rock and roll. Sorry, you've just been a bit fashionably late today, but got things to do. As I always say, never a dull moment in crypto. Let's crack on with the crypto weather forecast, the health of the network, the strength of the system. B crash, here we go. Hathor still on there, keeping things at bay. You know, don't know what they're doing, but I'm sure it's mischievous. I'm absolutely sure of that. I wouldn't bet on it, but that's just what I think. Along with other mining pools, just keeping things in check. And let's have a look at Bitcoin. Way, wow. Good to see Tal massively increasing their percentage of the overall chain here. Hathor's dropped down a little bit to 31 just to give the other boys the miners a chance here. You know, good to see Binance down in third place. I'd rather they weren't on there at all, if I'm totally honest. But we've got the three big boys on there. BTC.com, F2 Pool. No pooling? No? All right. Strange one, never mind. SBI Holdings on there, Dutch mining. All right, interesting. So anyway, let's have a quick, now that that's been done, let's have a quick look at the markets. Excuse this GBP, I was just looking at that earlier. USD for obviously the base currency for the world. $69, kind of like a sea of green at the moment. But again, this is just simply the PayPal pump. Is what I'm going to call this, you know, but we'll cover that in just a minute. Let's just have a look, see what Bitcoin has done. I'm really not interested in any other shit coins. So 2.7% today. Let's see what it's done for the week, shall we? More details. Here we go. Oh, check it out. So it looks like the this is actually quite an interesting chart, because this here was the Arthur Hayes dump, followed by the PayPal pump. Look at that. That dump has been countered. That's quite an interesting chart, actually. Screenshot. There we go. just gonna paste that onto one of my art programs on my computer. Give me a second. Do excuse me, there's no time like the present. That has to be done. Yeah, here we go. In fact, you know what? I might even use that as a thumbnail for this video. So yeah, great. Thank you very much. That's been done. Yes, and I mean that's really interesting. Chuff the bits then. So because I said that these prices were too good to miss. So I can't remember. I think I went in about here. Yeah, it was like 154 I went in at. 754? Something like that. It was one of these dumps anyway. And I just thought, you know, because I think it went down a little bit. So I think I went in about here. I think it was about that. It was either one of these anyway. You know, and I was just like, look, these prices are they're too good to miss. Too good to pass up, like literally. So I mean, this is on the way. Yeah, it must have been about here. So I wasn't even bothered if it went down even further. I was just like, getting in at these prices is just crazy to miss. So yeah, I mean, it did go down, but I mean, I wasn't bothered. Even if it got down again, you know, I probably would have scraped something together to go back in. But I mean, you know, good investment. I'm guessing. So yeah, I mean, what was that? So that's saying 156 to 169. That's about like, you know, 10% increase. You know what I mean? It wasn't exactly, you know, a lot. Like I said, it was a handful, but you know, better than a poke in the eye with a shitty stick, as they say. Look, Hex is there again. Look, now it's up to 16. Oh my god, it's got a market cap of 2.1 billion. Like 2.1 billion. That is absolutely hilarious. I was literally just watching a video on this a moment ago. This is absolutely hilarious. Like, so this is basically what Richard Hart has done. Because I was just like, how is he going to get out of, you know, when this Ponzi scheme collapses? You know, what's his exit strategy? How is he not going to be totally 100% blamed for people losing all of their money? And I've literally just learnt, well, I've figured out how he's done it. So basically what he's doing is he's encouraging people to stake their Hex. So you can stake this for like 1 year, 2 year, I don't know, like, you know, 10 years, you know, whatever, I don't know exactly. But basically, once you stake it, that's you basically saying, look, I do not need this thing. I'm putting this away for a rainy day. So therefore, when it crashes to zero, I'm not going to miss it because I staked it. And that's his way out. So he's going to be like, well, you know, you decided to stake it. And so when the price started tanking, you took that risk and you couldn't cash it out. Therefore, you've lost it. That is his exit strategy. I mean, you know, I've got to hand it to him. It is very, very craftily thought out. Like, very craftily. You know, but I mean, how these people can't see this just amazes me. Like, honestly, it does. But that's how he's wangled it. So he's just like, look, you swap your Ethereum, for some Hex. I'm going to run off with that Ethereum. You're going to stake that Hex, which means you can't get it out. And when the price crashes, you took that risk and you can't move it. So see you later, alligator. That is what's going to happen. So when he said, oh, it's designed to go up, it's designed to be a Ponzi scheme. It's designed to go up and then literally just crash and then just be gone with. You know, that is literally what he's done. It's disappeared again. What's this? What is this? Happened last time. Like, what is going on? What is going on? I mean, Hex like disappearing like a magic spell and what? What's this? Is it there? Look! What? It was there just a second ago. It had a coin cap was saying it had a market cap of like $2 billion, and now it's just disappeared again. Look, I'm not going crazy. Look, I swear to God, look, it's just gone. It's no longer there. Here we go. So check this out. So I said Bitcoin is like corporate cocaine. You know, nice little picture there of lots of corporations made out of white powder. So I said here, there are only two things that corporations love more than anything else. One, making money, and two, saving money. And Bitcoin does both. PayPal, and remember, I mean, should we have a quick look at to see how much PayPal is worth? Here you go, revenue. 17 billion. 17 billion. A multi-billion-dollar corporation coming out with a statement as reckless and as ignorant as this. You'd think that with that much money, they might be able to pay some intelligent people. It just makes me realize that my own worth is drastically undervalued. Oh dear. PayPal might issue its own cryptocurrency soon, says CoinShare exec. I mean, how can you be so stupidly reckless? So let's rephrase that to what it should be. PayPal might issue its own shitcoin illegal security soon, says CoinShare exec. PayPal believes its new system will address these issues as payments will be settled using traditional currencies such as the US dollar. Now, this is really important, this bit. So what they're doing is they're saying, oh yeah, well you can pay in your cryptocurrency, but the merchant won't be receiving that cryptocurrency. So what they are going to do, effectively the cryptocurrency is going to be given to PayPal, and then PayPal will pass the equivalent amount on to their merchants in US dollar. So that means that basically PayPal are going to be probably dumping that cryptocurrency, selling it on the market themselves, in order to, because obviously they take fees anyway from the merchants. That's how they're going to make their money. But they're going to be dumping it. So now you're not actually increasing the velocity of the money, or you're effectively doing it. So now when you buy something with PayPal using your crypto, effectively all you're doing is dumping it. You're selling it. You're exchanging it for dirty dollar. So it's no different from selling it. Like, it's not going anywhere. So now you've got people buying crypto, spending their commission on buying it, and then effectively dumping it because the merchants are not receiving Bitcoin. So this effectively devalues the currency because it's not being used as a currency. It's not being used as a medium of exchange. All they're saying, but they don't want to tell you this because they think that everybody's stupid and, shitcoiners are stupid. So they wouldn't know this. But this is going to cause massive sell pressure because every time you're thinking that you're spending your crypto, that crypto is being dumped for dirty dollar and it has to be dumped on an exchange, which creates sell pressure. So the selling volume on this is going to be absolutely huge. So it just means the price is going to go down. It's literally like people treading water. They're buying it, in hopium that the price is going to go up. But every time they buy something, it pushes the price back down again. This is not the way crypto is meant to work. You're meant to be using it as a medium of exchange. And the more people that come in to trade, the more people use it, the more it gets divided, the more valuable and scarce it becomes. It's the same with BitPay. But again, people are, BitPay. Literally all that does, BitPay just simply converts your cryptocurrency to dollar. So effectively it's selling it for you. So it sells it for you in exchange for a good or service. So you're being stung twice. Not only are you being stung by commission when you buy it, you're also being stung by commission when you sell it. Because it's going to cost you twice as much. It's... shitcoiners, shit for brains. Is literally all I can say. They literally just haven't figured it out yet. So, it is a little bit disappointing from a human perspective. It's just like, really, are you this intellectually challenged? Because I mean, those at the top, like I said, the power that sits behind the US government that never changes, even though the president constantly changes. They're looking with utter contempt. Upon the citizens of the state. They're just like, yeah, we'll do that. We'll get away with that because they're dumb as pig shit. We'll just spin a little yarn and political, maneuvering, and we'll get away with it. Just absolutely shocking. And check this one out as well. So this was another one by Cointelegraph. Siemens, a German technological giant, it says here. So Siemens-backed blockchain energy platform showcases in Germany. There we go. Rock and roll, people. Time to wrap up this show. Keep it, obviously, I want to keep it as short as possible, so I need to turn it off as quickly as possible. So, as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy giving. Same time tomorrow. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah, one vision.